Yo, what's happening, you guys? How the devil are we? Shanksy here, and today we are doing a review of Creature Hunt. I think it was going to be called Mutant Hunt at one point, but I think they've changed the name last minute to Creature Hunt. So Creature Hunt is a survival horror game with some hunting involved as well. So apparently some bodies have turned up in Carolina, and we are stuck in the middle of it. So it's going to be pretty interesting to see what we think. I'm super excited to give it a go. I love a good horror game. So fingers crossed, this is the one. But before we get into it, boys and girls, don't forget, if you like the energy of the video, like the vibe over here, all that type of good stuff, please don't forget, hit that like button and leave a comment down below to really help this video grow. If you want to go above and beyond and come and join this community, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn them notifications on, because we've got game reviews coming 5 days a week, baby. That's what I'm talking about, right? Right, so without further ado, let's get into it and check it out, eh? So the game starts off in this little shack, which I believe is your house. So you start off in your house, you've got your PC set up, you've got your gun on your table. Now the first thing you want to do is grab all of this, that tablet, flashlight, gun, all that type of good stuff. Now this is where it gets a little bit confusing, is because there is no buttons or anything like that that tell you what to press. There is nothing giving you the rundown on how to interact with the world. So what I would suggest doing is taking a few minutes to really learn the buttons. Basically, E is to pick up, middle mouse button is to scroll through your various weapons or your items. So you start off in your house and you want to explore as much as possible. Grab the old shotgun shells and anything else that may be of interest. Now these cameras are incredibly important, and I've got to be honest, it took me an age to find out why. When I first played this, I think I run around for about an hour with nothing happening. So it took me a long old time to work out what is going on. Oh, there's the shotgun. What a result. One some health packs. Lovely. So make sure you loot absolutely everywhere. Like the old deodorant, it might get sweaty out there, you never know. And then, after that, it is out into the big, wide world. Now you can either walk around the map or you can drive around the map. As I said, it took me an age to work out the buttons. So to save you a little bit of time, basically you can go into your inventory by pressing the tab key, or you can interact with objects using E. And to get into your car, you use E. To turn the engine on, you use the G key. And to use the light of your car, you use the L key. Now, as I say, there is no prompts throughout the game to tell you what to do or help you in any way. Now, this is both a positive and a negative for the game, in my opinion. The positive being you feel more immersed in a way, trying to learn it all yourself. And there's no screen prompts taking you away from the ambience of the game. The negative, in my opinion, is you haven't got a bloody clue what you're doing for half the time. So it certainly doesn't help just understanding the game immediately. So you can view your map at any time by bringing the tablet up. It's a fair-sized map, especially if you travel on foot. Now there's some random wildlife out here as well, and a fair few creepy locations. So the story is basically, it's set in the woods. Some bodies have turned up, but I'm only knowing what the story is by the description of the game, by reading the game. There's nothing in the game that will tell you what's going on at all. And I find that quite. I hope they change that. I hope they update the game in some way to really drag you into the feel of the world, because they do something so amazingly well. But unfortunately, immersing yourself in the world is a little bit more to your own imagination to what's going on, opposed to what the game's telling you. So, for example, we find a church which looks creepy as hell, school bus parked outside, everything like that. Straight away I'm thinking, oh, this is how horror films start, Shanks, don't go in there. And we went in there, and there was a newspaper on the floor, and unfortunately we couldn't pick it up. And I would have loved to have been able to pick it up, you know, maybe see a newspaper article like, whoa, this is going on, you know, X amount of bodies, serial killer on the, whatever it is, you know, police have no idea what's going on, something like that to drag you into the game and almost make you feel a little bit creeped out as you're exploring this crazy, creepy wilderness. Another note of that is this only other random NPC that we found. So we walk into this petrol station, he's standing there, he says, hey, as we walk in, but then we couldn't talk to him again, unfortunately. And I was really hoping, I don't know, he'd give you something, a little bit of lore, like, whoa, what's going on out there, man? And we couldn't shoot him. Or just like, whoa, there's a curfew, something like that. However, and this is what I mean when this game does an awful lot right, things didn't end up too well for our random NPC. You know, it didn't end up too well at all. So there are bits and pieces that do drag you into it. I wish there was more that could get me fully immersed. I wish there was a little bit more lore nipping around, and that would work out really well. As far as graphics go, graphics are okay. They're not setting the world on fire by any stretch of the imagination, but they're not bad. Movement is a little bit clunky. It is a little bit clunky, as you can see by the wadding of the tablet, by the wadding of the gun. It's a little bit, I don't know, sluggish, but the driving is very cool. See him scream in the background there. Uh-oh. So, movement's okay. Combat is okay. I'm not actually going to show you the combat because I don't want to be one of them trailers, you know, one of them trailers for the film that show you the whole film and go, whee! And now you're like, well, I don't need to see the film anymore because I've done it. You know, been there, done it, got a t-shirt without even stepping foot into the world. And I feel like that would really, really ruin it, you know. So I don't want to show that. However, the build-up with the music, superb. Absolutely superb. And I will show you that. And that is just a tiny, tiny little snippet. The music comes in so nicely out of nowhere, where you're fairly acclimatized to just hearing yourself, and then all of a sudden that kicks in and you know it's about to kick off. And I think they've done an incredibly good job on the music there. I really do. Fair play. Top notch. Top notch. So that's about it for me. You know what? One more thing, guys. The cameras, because this is going to help you out massively. You use them as motion detectors. That's my only hint. That's my only tip. It's my only trick. Use the cameras as motion detectors, and it will get you into some trouble. Lovely of the jubblies. But that is it for me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the review. Overall, I'm pretty impressed with the game. I hope they do a little bit more to it. I hope there's a few drag you in type updates to it. Nothing major, you know, nothing major. Just a little bit of in-game lore, I think would be absolutely phenomenal. But all round, I'm pretty impressed with it. So as a horror game, if that is your cup of tea, I would recommend grabbing a little go on this without a shadow of a doubt. But that is it for me today, guys. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope it's helped make your mind up in any way, shape or form. If it has, let me know down in the comments below. Don't forget to hit a like, and if you want to see more reviews, don't forget, hit that subscribe button, turn them notifications on, and I'll see you on the flip side. Until then, peace be the journey. You all take it easy.